Good morning, my children, and welcome to your English class, the class of the teacher Jacob. So today, my children, we're going to continue with the topic about the time, okay? Remember, yesterday's video was the review of objects that we use to check the time. Now, we saw three objects which are the most common. We had the clock. Remember the clock, it's the big, in Spanish, reloj. It's one of the biggest ones that we put it on the wall, okay? Now, besides the clock, we also saw the watch. Now remember, the watch is also an object that gives us the time, but in this occasion is smaller and we put it on our wrist, okay? Remember, this part of the body, recuerden esta parte del cuerpo, it's called wrist, se llama muñeca, and the watch, el reloj de mano, we put it in this part of it, okay? After the watch, we also saw the smart watch, okay? And remember, there is a difference between a smart watch and a regular watch. The difference here is that with a smart watch, we can watch videos, we can send messages, we can play video games, and of course, we can have the time. In a regular watch, we only have the characteristic of the time. Únicamente podemos ver la hora, okay? And remember, smartwatch and the watch are small, opposite to the clock, which is big. Very good. Now, today we're going to make some exercises that are related to the time. Remember, when the teacher or a person says, what time is it? In Spanish means ¿qué hora es? Estamos preguntando por la hora, okay? Now, for these exercises, in the class of the teacher Jacob, remember, we have two arrows, okay? One of those arrows is big and the other is small. Always in the class of the teacher Jacob, the big arrow is going to be located on the number 12. Ahora, en la clase del teacher Jacob, cuando estemos trabajando con la hora, siempre conmigo en mi clase, la hora, recuerden que utilizamos dos flechas, ¿ok? Para decir la hora, una flecha grande y la otra pequeña. La flecha grande siempre en la clase del teacher Jacob, cuando veamos temas relacionados a la hora, va a estar en el número 12, siempre, okay? Now, the small arrow, la flecha pequeña, is going to be the hour, va a ser la hora. It could be located on number 2, 3, 4, puede estar ubicada en el número 2, en el 3, en el 4, dependiendo la hora que sea o dependiendo en este tipo de ejercicios la hora que nos indican, ¿ok? Pero lo más importante, recuerden que la flecha grande siempre estará en el número 12, ¿ok? Very good. So, as you can see here, behind the teacher, I have several clocks. Now, we're going to make an activity in which we have to see what's the time. Tenemos que ver qué hora ya tiene indicado el ejercicio. And based on this, en base a eso, tenemos que poner la flecha pequeña de acuerdo a la hora que ya nos indicaron, okay? Very good. So, let's begin. Now, this activity, again, it's part of your printed pages. Se encuentra en sus hojas ya impresas que tienen en casita. So, if you want to work along with the teacher, si ustedes quieren trabajar junto con el teacher, you have 5 seconds to get your copy and your pencil case so we can work together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's begin. The first clock that appears on the left side, okay? Under it has a note, an indication. The indication says 6 o'clock. Now, when we have 2 zeros, it means o'clock. In Spanish, en punto. Las 6 en punto, okay? So for this, remember, first of all, the big arrow, recuerden, la flecha grande, always in the number 12, because that indicates us o'clock, okay? El número 12, la flecha apuntando al número 12 nos indica que es en punto, okay? Very good. So, the big arrow goes in the number 12. That's the big arrow. Now, once again, under we have the indication that it says 6 o'clock. So, the small arrow, flecha pequeña, goes in the number 6. Very good. And that's it. We have 6 o'clock. Now, I can ask the question. What time is it? ¿Qué hora es? It's 6 o'clock. Son las 6 en punto. Very good. Let's continue with the next clock. For the next, under we have the indication that says 3. Okay, so we have to put small arrow on the number 3. But remember, first of all, the big arrow, la flecha grande, must be located, debe estar apuntando number 12. Big arrow, number 12. After this, now we can have small arrow on the number 3. And that's it. Okay? Now, I'm going to ask the time, and you're going to say it. What time is it? ¿Qué hora es? It's 3 o'clock. Remember, it's very important that after the number we say o'clock, because in Spanish means en punto. Son las 3 en punto. Because if we only say 3 what? Porque si únicamente decimos 3 ¿qué? 3 cats, 3 dogs, 3 pencils, 3 teachers, 3 what? So when we say o'clock, cada vez que nosotros decimos en punto, estamos dando a entender que hablamos acerca de la hora. So it's very important to specify that. Next to, we have the clock, and under the clock we have the note that says 12. So first of all, the big arrow goes on number 12. After the big arrow on number 12, we have the indication that the time is 12. Okay, tenemos la indicación de que tenemos que poner 12. Now, for this, we only have to underput, tenemos que poner encima, okay, encima the small arrow, because it's indicating 12. Está indicando las 12. Okay? So, there is no problem. There, it wasn't difficult. We only, the small arrow, we only put it on encima of the big arrow. Now, once again, what is the time? What time is it? 12 o'clock. Very good. Now, let's continue on the second row, segunda fila. The first clock, the indication says 9, okay? So remember, the big arrow, flecha grande, on number 12. Big arrow, number 12. Now, the time, once again, it says here, 9. So, small arrow goes on number 9. La flecha pequeña va en el número 9. Now, what time is it? ¿Qué hora es? 9 o'clock. Remember, very important to mention o'clock. En punto. Next to, we have again another clock. Under the indication says 10. Okay? First of all, primero que tenemos que hacer? The big arrow, flecha grande, number 12. Now, according to the indication, 10, it's the time. Small arrow on number 10. So, what time is it? ¿Qué hora es? 10 o'clock. Very good. Next to, the indication says 8. First of all, big arrow on number 12. Okay? Now, let's put the hour, according to the indication, it says 8, small arrow, number 8. Now, what time is it? ¿Qué hora es? 8 o'clock. Very good. Now, let's continue with the third row. Vamos con la tercera fila. We start with the indication. It says 2. First of all, big arrow on number 12. And then, the small arrow on number 2. Flecha pequeña, number 2. Now, the question. What time is it? ¿Qué hora es? 2 o'clock. Very good. Next to the indication says 1. First of all, big arrow, number 12. Flecha grande, number 12. Small arrow, flecha pequeña, number 1. The question says, dice la pregunta, what time is it? ¿Qué hora es? 1 o'clock. And finally, the indication says 4. So first of all, the big arrow goes on number 12. Number 12. And small arrow, flecha pequeña, pointing, señalando, pointing, number 4. Okay? So, the question says, what time is it? ¿Qué hora es? 4 o'clock. Okay? Now, on your printed pages, you have 3 additional exercises. Those additional exercises are for homework, okay? Tomorrow that your parents give us the evidences, I'm going to check them to see if they are correct. And of course they will be, but remember it's for homework, those final 3 exercises. Okay? Ahora, al final tenemos otros 3 ejercicios que no realizamos en la clase, esos quedan de tarea y cuando los papás me envíen las evidencias de sus trabajos, yo las voy a checar para ver si están bien. Pero lo van a estar porque ustedes son muy inteligentes. So that's it for today, my children. I hope that you have an excellent day. Remember, it's very important to practice constantly the time and also the question, okay? What time is it? Which in Spanish means ¿qué hora es? And you have to say it's the hour, okay? 3, 2, 4, etc. O'clock. It's very important that you mention o'clock en punto. Porque si no, no sabremos de qué estamos hablando. So that's why it's important to mention the final sentence. Es muy importante que mencionemos esa palabra al final de nuestra oración. Take care, have an excellent day, goodbye.